Anitya Builder. My name is Gabriel Brazil. I'm a UX strategist here at Anitya, and I'm happy to share our latest and may I say greatest update yet. As you can see, we added a brand new interface, as well as new controls, including trackpad support. That's a lot to show here, so let's get started. First, let's try out the new controls. Look around, still works the same. Hold your right mouse button and move your mouse around. You can use your secondary press on your trackpad. It will work exactly the same. Click and drag. Now to orbit. Here's the new thing. To orbit around an object, you just press Alt on your keyboard and simply just move your mouse around. And it should work properly. And for now, and if you to pan, hold your middle mouse button and just move your mouse. And you're going to be panning around. Or if you're using a trackpad, you can just press Ctrl on your keyboard or Command if you're on a Mac and move your mouse left and right, or simply just swipe your finger left and right. I'm using a trackpad here as well, and it will work just like that. Also, to zoom in, same thing. You just use your mouse wheel up and down and to zoom in, or you can just use your two fingers on the trackpad. But one of the greatest changes now is how to fly around. In order to fly around, you can just use your keyboard. You can just use the arrow keys on your keyboard. So I'm pressing the arrow key forward to go forward, the arrow key back to go back, down to go back, left and right. But you can also use the WASD keyboard controls to move W to move forward, S to move back, A to strafe left, and D to strafe right. But while you're flying, now you just need to move your mouse and you change direction. Or while you're flying, you can just use your finger, swipe your finger around your keyboard, and you're going to be flying on your trackpad. And you'll be able to fly seemingly around the environment. I know you might need some practice, but I have to say it's much easier now. And you'll be flying around your environment in no time. As you can see as well, we changed a little bit how the panels here work. The library now moved. Now the library and the elements panel, they're all here sitting here together. It gives you much more room to look around to find the things. So you just click here on assets and you have access to your library. Or you can move here back to the elements panel, and where in the elements panel, you see everything that's already in the world. So let's add a new object so we can look at it, how this is going to work. The library now is here. You can always upload your own models by clicking here on upload. Again, for 3D files, we work with GLB files. You can upload images like PNG files, videos, and sounds as well. And they're all going to be here on your assets now here. That's where your library is. And again, we also added a close button if you just want to hide it and want a little bit more room. But again, you can always reach it out again by clicking either one on your keyboard or here on the elements panel is right here. You can still have access to it. So let's add a model to the world, an object to the world. Let me add this. Let's find a desk. You can always use this search bar to find for something. I'm going to click here, desk. I'm going to add a desk to this beautiful environment. This is the Ocean Pavilion template created by the talented Vitor, which many of you from the community know already. I added my desk here, and if you want to move closer to this desk, you can either zoom in or fly in towards the direction where you want to go, or you just double click on it or double tap on your trackpad or touchpad as well. It works. So here we have a table. And let's just review a little bit how adding objects work in the world. Many of you already know that. Let's add a plant to this table. So again, you can always drag and drop an object anywhere. This still works the same, but there's a little feature here that was here before that you might not be aware of. You know, we have an auto snapping system that you can, if you click here on this gray sphere and move around the object, you see they would snap automatically to the surface of the table. So no need to be fine-tuning everything. Let me click F again to zoom in into this part on this plant. Of course, let's just review some of our normal controls. You can always turn the objects around using the gizmo, right? You can like rotate here and there. You can deform the object, changing the scale. But if you don't like what you've done, you can always undo your actions. So you can either use Ctrl Z or Command Z to undo. But again, you can always go to the main menu, which is located here. It used to be here in this left corner. Now it's here. You click here, and here you find all the options, everything that you need to control your navigation, to control your version history, to play a new tab. But you can also find the undo. So click here, undo. Another important feature here that some people might not be aware of is that we also have the version history is back, it's working now. So everything in Anitya is saved automatically. So all of your versions are located here, so it's always auto-saving. You can just come back here, select a previous version, and what it's going to do is it's going to reload that previous version and show you, hey, this is how the world used to look like. Is that what you want? You want to revert back to that scene or not? So this is how it was. See, no table here. But while in preview mode, be aware, you can only fly around. You cannot edit anything. Again, it's a preview mode. But I say, no, I'm happy with what I was doing before. And you can always press cancel. So it will revert back to where you were. So no work is going to be lost. This is very important for us. So you can just start working on Anitya, making your worlds without a cares in the world, because everything is going to be saved. Everything is going to be here working properly. So again, we have our table here. But what else is new? Well, or you all know we have our AI. Now Anitya has a fully capable AI 3D or image generator, and which works like this. Let's start adding like a futuristic dinosaur with a magical hat. Let's see what we're going to get from this. So what this is going to do is this is going to start generating. It's probably usually take around 20 seconds to come up with an image. And this image is going to be the preview that you're going to be able to select in order to turn it into a 3D, a fully featured 3D model. So while this is generating here, and you can always find the AI generation button here, you can always hide it. But don't worry, it's still processing in the background, so no work is lost. While this image is being generated, I want to show also something really cool that we have, really powerful that we have now, is that now if you look into one of your AI generated models, let's look at this beautiful chair that I have here, and you click here on details, you're going to see more details about this model. But what is also really cool is now we finally have a full optimization system. So we can now optimize models. You can click here if you want to have it like a high quality model, the original model, or you can click on high performance, which will probably make the model's size smaller, but ideally with a low drop in quality. This is really important if you're bringing bigger models from somewhere else, right? From some other third parties, or even a model that you created yourself, but you want to make it more optimized. You can always click here on optimize, and then this model will be optimized. But again, nothing will be worked. You can always revert back to the original. So looking back here now, the image was generated. Oh, look at that, or a cute dinosaur. Let's preview it. So we generated our futuristic dinosaur with a magic hat. Oh, cute. So let's see if I'm gonna be able to. I'm gonna create this one here. So you select which model do you want, and you can click here, image to 3D. This will turn this image into a 3D model. So again, you have to first create an image, select which one of the previews you want, and then select the model. But it's also what is something new that we have is that if you use our AI generated before, well, we know that if you close any one of these windows, your work will be lost forever, like only the models. Now we have a history panel. So now everything you created using your AI, so all of your prompts, all of your images, all of the, crazy things you'll be asking AI to come up with you, is going to be recorded in your history. So you can close your experience, you can play it, you can test it. And if you want to go back to something that you created before, we'll be finally there. So we're really happy to show this. So the 3D generator usually takes a minute. So it's probably right there. So let me close it and let's see what else we have here that we can show that is new. So something new on the interface. Remember that we had like smart elements. They're all located. They have their own single specific place. They're not in the library anymore. We have this add button, and here you can add all the special elements that you want to add to the world, and these include lighting, 3D text, 2D text, spatial 3D audio, global audio. All of these components are located here, and it's very easy. You can just come here and drag and drop. Let's add drag and drop another spotlight here. And as you can see, yep, we have the light here. And let's move it around. Very nice. And again, just a quick review. Every time you select an object, you have a properties panel, which now you can also close if you want more space here. But you can always access them again by clicking on the properties here. And when you have something selected on the properties panel, you can also add components, and this includes even lights. So here the component system works as before. Let's add a rotator and let's make this light rotate. And as you can see, now the light is rotating. We just added a component, and you can change the settings like the speed, change it to 4. And then I can come here and change to properties that are specific to lighting, like the light here, and I just change it. And this is it. Let's see how our 3D model is coming. Look at that. Or dinosaurs here. This is just a 2D preview, and what I can do, you can either add directly, you can add on directly on your inventory, or I can just add on the 3D space. So if you click adding 3D space, now my model will be added to the world, and it's uploading to the world my 3D dinosaur right here. Dino magic. Also, as you can see, we have now a auto naming, so it's naming our models correctly. So, and again, remember, you can always click here on this gray button and just move, so it will immediately snap to the surface. And I'm gonna be pressing F or double clicking on it to my dinosaur. Look at this. It's a bit tiny, so you can either come here and change the scale to 10. Now it's not tiny anymore. It's actually very big. Again, it's a dinosaur. Or again, always remember, you can press Shift, select here, and resize it. So here it is. Oh, let me press F. So again, the controls, Alt, so you can rotate around. I'm just moving Alt to rotate, Control, and move your mouse to pen, and using your mouse wheel to zoom in and out. And you can also use the arrow keys on your keyboard or WASD to move around. And you can also use space to move up and C to move down, or key, Q and E will do exactly the same. So many options. And before I forget, a little thing here. Also, we added this nifty little button here for easy access to the skybox. The skybox is always here, but here you can find it very easily. Why? Because we think that the skybox is very important for giving a nice atmosphere to your world. And let's select here, I have like only the uploaded. The uploaded are your models that you uploaded, but I'm going to select the anitya library. You have to click here on all. And again, these have a dramatic change on your environment. So let's change this from an ocean to something else, to a desert. I selected here the new skybox. And let's see. Now change. You can see now that we have a strange mix of desert and ocean surrounding our environment. So again, a lot to cover, I know. We're going to be releasing a bunch of new videos like this and some more detailed tutorials to get you acquainted with the new controls and new environment. But we really hope you enjoy this new update. We're really excited with it. And again, always show up on Discord and call us if you have any questions. And happy building, and see you in Anitya.